Hey guys, so this is Coffee with Real Gem Studios. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you guys are, all around the world. This is Stay Real, and this is fresh flowers and my calendar on the back, which we're in May still. And that is Argentina. So I just spilled the coffee a little bit, but we're just gonna get started. And I look like a wild animal because I just woke up with my hair like this, so. And I made a new set for myself here. I have a little desk situation going on. And I'm going to just brush through my curls as I talk to you guys. Because my hair got a little, the texture of my hair changed since I got these braids taken out, and my hair feels still really damaged, but it feels longer because I have been dyeing my hair a lot in my life, but usually it was with natural, how to say it, what is it called? Henna, different henna treatments and stuff. It was never anything too crazy, but as you can see, the texture has changed and the damage is still there. So I don't really know what I wanted to talk to you guys about today. I think I just wanted to spend time with you and say hi and just say hello and just show you a little morning routine here. It's a mess. It's a real mess. Yeah, so this is a terrible video. It has nothing going for it, but I just wanted to simply say that I'm not going to monetize my videos, and that's cool. Even if I had 1 million views, yada yada, I don't really care about this. I care about the quality of the connection with the people. I care about really working with people on the ground, in the field, next to them, by their side, observing their families, observing their structures, observing their everyday lives. And, wow. This looks horrible. And I just happen to be fascinated with this thing where I have to work with people and help them. And it's not just on this monetized, individualized. I mean, it is individualized, it is personalized, but it's it's become very spiritual, and I've become very protective of what I know to be real and of what I know to be true and what I know firsthand because I lived it. Okay, now we're actually moving on to the second brush, believe it or not. and I'm still losing a lot of hair because I guess that's just what happens when you have braids. Because, like, think about it. You're not touching your hair for, like, 7 days minimum. You're not touching your hair. You're not really touching your roots. See, I don't have, like, regular hair. Like, the texture and the consistency is just a different type of texture. And it makes me feel like I don't know what to do with it many times because I'm not cutting it again. Like, I did a little trim here and there. But yeah, like, I'm really struggling in the areas of social connection and quality of connection here in the first world. That's why I really don't feel inspired like I usually do. And people are asking me if I'm going to be making videos down in South America. Of course, I'm going to try, and I would love to get footage. I mean, it's just gorgeous down there, so you have to, if you can, like, if I have battery space and if everything's working, then yes, I will be uploading videos and mostly working on, you know, my own personal projects and my own research down there of things that I find to be helpful, beneficial, and hopefully it'll turn into something of substance. Of course it will over time, right? But I don't know if it's going to be a product. I don't know if it's going to be an organization. Like, I don't know what is going to be the result of this research just yet. So it's kind of like taming a lion's mane here, even though I'm not a Leo. I've had many Leo boyfriends though, and my dad's a Leo. And, like, I know them very well. And my best friend's a Leo. Like, I know them pretty fucking well. Look at it. Look at it. It's stuck there. Woo! And I watched the Amy Winehouse documentary. That's one of the saddest things, because it's similar to one of my themes and one of my threads here is the society without the father. Like, her father was there for her, but not really. Could not be there for her emotionally, so it stunted her and made her constantly longing for that validation. The emotional support and love and stuff, and, like, I don't know, because I don't want to say that it's a typical daddy issue, because it's not. That's so surface level for someone to say, oh, you have daddy issues. Like, I don't know, it's obviously true, but it's, like, true for so many people that you can't really make them feel categorized for such thing. So I kind of have beef with people who are, like, still living on the surface like that, and they're not willing to consider the multiple dimensions of what was going on in someone's life. I don't care if it's a celebrity or a homeless person off the street. Like, you need to be able to be receptive to the complexities that go on within someone's life and within the complexities of their relationships. Like, they were addicted to she was addicted to those relationships and stuff, just like many of us become addicted to relationships, right? You kind of get connected and absorbed and, like, consumed by that energy. Like, it could happen, right? In these, in unhealthy, unbalanced type situations. And it's just like no one was there for her to give her that tough love that she needed. She had sporadic security guards and some sporadic producers that were there for her, but it was too sporadic and too weak to really tame her mind and her emotions. She was mentally and physically and emotionally addicted to people and substances. And she also got used and brutalized within the industry, so that's not going to look good for her emotionally. They set her up for failure emotionally. They chose a pretty easy target. I mean, so we have to still, even when we are extremely successful, and even when we are extremely impactful to society, we still have many things that they're working through. And everyone still has many things to work on as well. Like, nobody is a completely finished product. In terms of no one that I know is completely together, 150, 300% together. See, now it's getting naughtier at the ends. And I just felt bad, like, throughout that documentary. Like, it just looked like she was spiraling down and down and down, and no one was willing to catch her. Like, she just wanted her dad or any male figure to catch her and to keep her safe. Like, she was physically unsafe to herself, and she was put in the public eye and attacked publicly. So obviously that's not gonna work out for the person. And then I start thinking about all the other fucking people that died. Like, so many people have died from that weren't supposed to die, and that don't make sense why they died. Celebrities and regular people. I really did just need a barber for me to, like, the next time I French braid my hair, I'll get a barber to just take the little thing and make it straight on the bottom. Because I haven't had a regular like a regular haircut in like 7 or 8 years. And I don't wish to get one, because you guys always fuck it up. And I would rather just trust myself or one of my sisters in the village to touch my hair. Like, you guys are tripping. And the hairdressers are always like, oh, I'll do exactly what you said. And then they do the opposite. And I'm like, oh, another one of you that says one thing and does another? I don't think so. I don't have time for it. And yet I still pay, and yet I still overpay. I'm telling you guys, I'm coming into a different space now. I told you guys, I'm in a different realm now. And you kind of have to suck it up and accept the realm that you're in. Like, you really do. And you really need to, like, plan for it, because a lot of these people are getting lost. And, like, they're not planning for their next big level up. They're not planning for their next development, their next goal. It's really soft, but I'm telling you, it feels like a different texture since the braids. And it looks like it would be really dry, right? But it's not. But I will put oil on the ends. That's true. I will put oil. And it is definitely damaged. I mean, we have to just be honest with ourselves. Ooh. I have 2 different combs and 2 different brushes, and that's it. I really like this one though, because it like flattens everything out. Okay. Yeah, I realize it's a boring video. I'm sorry, but I just wanted to be more relaxed and more normal. Because a lot of my stuff is like super intense and like really kind of like demanding, and I don't want to be so, and I don't want to feel like I have to be so intense all the time, but I did have to get that information out. And it is more so like, it's not for anybody else really. Like, I just tried to explain to one of these dudes, I was like, yeah, I'm not, it's not really for like YouTube. Like, it's not really for other people. It's for other people, yeah, but it's more so also for myself, like to keep track of myself. Like, I have to keep track of all the thoughts and all of the things that I go through, and it's not even all of it. Like, I haven't even said close to like what has happened. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's only a small portion, and I feel like I just have so much going on and so much movement about to go on. So I have to really take my time because I'm the one that's in charge. You know, so I feel like people get lost along their way and along their path because they give the power and they give the control and the management to somebody else as if that was supposed to work. So it's not to be negative, it's just to remind myself, you know, like kind of like my Instagram. Like, my Instagram is not to get followers and like whatever. It was more so, it started to keep track of my artwork and to keep track of like things that I thought were beautiful. And it was like my repertoire of my little perspective on wherever I was, you know, my little snapshot of whatever I was doing at that time. Like, I wanted to remember it, and I wanted to be able to look back on it. It's kind of like making yourself like a scrapbook of pictures. Like, you know how people used to do that? Scrapbooks of all the family pictures and stuff. Like that type of stuff, but in digital form. Like, that's kind of what my channel is for myself and others. Like, I would like to look back on it for health reasons to remind myself. Because I'll probably, at some point, you know, you get caught up in other things. And you forget that you already knew everything. And like, so you have to just take your time and review. Like, I like to reflect and review on the things, not to get stuck back there, but to like remind myself of it, remind myself of the feeling, the place, the people, the ways that I felt at those times. So this is what I wanted to say. That I'm not using YouTube for money. I'm using it for myself first, to keep track of myself, and then second for anybody else who can benefit from it, and then third, anybody who wants to go to the next level. And anyone that's interested in next level stuff. Which would not involve marketing or monetization from a partnership with a company such as YouTube or any other of the giant companies. So I think that this was perfect. I think this was enough. I want to share one more thing. This is a great water to get. It's like German mineral water. It's very high in calcium. And other than that, the Essentia, Essentia, and then like a San Pellegrino. You could do a San Pellegrino water, mineral water, sparkling water, or just still. And you need to stay hydrated. It's like next level stuff when you are able to stay hydrated and stay, what was I gonna say? Like, well rested, but hydrated, and like moving, like physically moving. And you're going to feel a lot better when you put yourself out there, and when you change it up, mix it up, challenge yourself, and, get real with yourself. Okay, love you guys. Have a great time. Ciao.